Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here, aka Dokkan Assets, and today we are back with another figure news video. Oh boy, am I excited because we have plenty of good stuff to look at in today's video. Let's go ahead and hop into it here. If you are unfamiliar with these videos, usually we take a look at the DBZ Figures website because they do a good job of summarizing all the news, and then we scroll through the boy Baggy's Twitter to kind of look at the nitty-gritty details of things. Let's go ahead and start off here. High grade Dragon Ball, literally just opening a new tab, thank you. High grade Dragon Ball has announced a brand new set, the One More Super Saiyan set. Very, very interesting. You get base Trunks, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Bulma, Mecha Frieza, and the Space Pod. Very, very cool. These high grade figures I feel like are kind of never worth it. They're always super overpriced, and for the quality that they are, they're not the best, but it is nice because you get a lot of figures that are you know, typically not characters that are made, but sometimes they end up looking like this, bro. Look at how stinky my man looks right there, yikes. But, you know, we literally, I don't remember the last time we've ever gotten, you know, this era of Bulma, especially with a baby Trunks, so it's really cool to be able to get some figures like that. Even Mecha Frieza we don't get figures of too often, so it's always nice to see that, you know, whenever we get a character that we don't usually get. So those are the high grade figures. We do have a bunch of re-releases coming up, which we'll talk about. I guess we'll kind of combine it into the same thing since it's sort of more relevant here. This guy, which was a pretty-ish old Super Saiyan Goku figure, that's actually a really cool figure. By Medicos. If you maybe recognize that name, they are one of the most popular brands that makes JoJo figures. After several years of being out of production, the Super Figure Art Collection Super Saiyan Goku will be getting the reissue treatment. The sought-after and iconic figure will be seeing a Japanese release date of January 2021. No word on pricing yet, but if you're interested, I'd start watching the usual outlets for pre-orders soon. Yeah, this guy is a really nice figure. This guy has been around the block a lot, and I know a lot of people, including myself, have wanted to get him because he's such a high quality figure, and he's so different than a lot of other Goku figures. I know it just might seem like another powering up figure, but besides the effects on the feet, his hair has such an incredible sculpt that alone makes me want to buy it. So we'll see how it goes with him. But in terms of re-released figures, we do actually have a bunch of reissues that are going to be going up, and a couple of new things. They are going to be making the... Actually, you know what? We'll take a look at this later, but I'll at least talk about Goku, because I realized this isn't all reissues. This is a bunch of new stuff here. But since we're on the topic of them, they are making a Grandista Nero UI Goku from the original sculpt of the Mastered Ultra Instinct one, and they're going to be giving him the Omen treatment. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I like, in terms of how the figure is, I obviously like the idea of making an Omen version of it, and it's cool to be able to give Goku a shirt. I honestly might just get this one just so that I could swap out the head, because I think it would be kind of funny to have the MUI head on there with the shirt. I do like the design of the shirt, though it doesn't feel like it fits with the usual Grandista style, which I think is kind of interesting. And I guess we'll have to wait to see the hair in person, but that does look like another case of it's just the color of Goku's base form hair with the sculpt of the UI Omen hair, which will be really unfortunate if that is the case. And I will tell you, this guy is a little bit overpriced, to be honest, for most of the Nero figures. This guy's apparently going to be $42, which is kind of ridiculous. I'm sure you could probably find it for a little bit less. Obviously, figure prices are kind of liquid, but they always stay around the same-ish price for retail. But still, I'm kind of surprised that they're charging this much for this guy, considering they didn't even charge that much for the Grandista Super Saiyan 3 Nero Goku, which, by the way, is on the way to my house right now. I'm so excited. Because that figure is, like, huge, and it's got all kinds of stuff going on, and this is just the shirt and the hair sculpt change. So, I don't know, kind of interesting that they're charging a little bit more for it. Personally, I think this is my least favorite Nero redesign of a figure so far, but we will see what happens with that. for now, let's go back because I forgot that that one also has new figures as well, and I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. We did take a look at this Vegeta last video. I just kind of wanted to say that, hey, you can now pre-order him. You can get him apparently in November 2021 and in the first quarter of 2022 in the US. Obviously, that is a big number for a figure like this, $1,299.99. Obviously, we took a look at them last time, and there are a bunch of different expressions. I do like how we have these pictures now, though, and that base form head is honestly pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. But the rest of them kind of like, I'm not gonna lie. But there's all the different head pieces. Obviously, we have base, Super Saiyan, and then smirking. I really don't think that these figures are worth it personally. Yeah, look at that. Yikes, bro. I know that if you're a big statue collector, this might be worth it for you, especially if you collect resin statues that are already this expensive. It might be really cool to get something official, but as expensive as they are, I don't really think that they look as good as some other resin statues that I've seen. Like, I really appreciate that they're trying to do some official Dragon Ball stuff in the resin game, but I don't know, man. This Vegeta just doesn't really do it for me. Maybe I'm a stickler on the face, because the rest of the figure looks fantastic. I love how, like, really bulky he is, too. Moving on from that, though, I never thought I'd talk about these figures on this channel, but I guess since it's on the website, we'll talk about it, because I feel like you've seen it, and there's no way I can't talk about it now. Shout out to my boy Dust if you're watching this video, because I know he's going to get a kick out of this. So in addition to mainstream figure brands like SH Figuarts, Band Presto, and X Plus, all pretty much under Bandai's umbrella, I sometimes browse designer figures made by individual designers, and today this thing popped up on my Facebook feed. Not sure what to think of this, but this is an interesting collaboration to combine Homer Simpson and Super Saiyan Blue Goku. That's right. Where does this link go? Oh, this is their official store. Okay. Don't really understand the concept and don't even think this is licensed. But this is a huge figure at about 20 inches. Wow. Similar to X Plus sizing, but the yellow fool is also Majin Buu wide too, so this will have a big impact on your display. Price is close to the X Plus category at $235. The ship date will be September 2020. There is also a Super Saiyan 3 version and other creations you can find on their website. I have seen these guys before. I would consider these guys like a hype beast type of figure. The Super Saiyan Blue looks so off. Personally, I think that I don't want to click on eBay because I think that'll be, you know, revealing my location right there. But this is more so of like, not just like hype beast figures, but also kind of like an artist's, you know, sort of figures. Again, like he said, they're not official. Oh, it's called Dokkan Awaken. Look at that, bro. Yeah, I've seen this one before. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, this didn't actually open to the right spot. Yeah, look at this, bro. This man is so funny. The reason why I know about these, oh, that's pretty funny too, is just because I have browsed eBay quite a bit. And when I browse eBay, I occasionally see these guys up for sale. So there is a Super Saiyan 3 version of this guy. But yeah, kind of interesting though, still, to get a little bit of a branch out into some unofficial figures. It's interesting to see what people are doing. Alright, moving on. So let's go back to our figure page here. We do have these guys, the Toyotaro drawn Super Saiyan Goku and base form Bardock. Now, if these guys look a little bit weird on their own, you'll probably notice that, oh, there's no picture of them. Well, Baggy will have a picture of it later. Basically, they combine together, and they are a reference to one of Toyotaro's drawings. We actually took a look at this in the last video, but we now have some more high-quality production images, and these guys actually look super good. I'm definitely going to pick these up. We also have the next GX Materia figure, and it is going to be a GOTENKS, which I am so excited about. I didn't even think to make this one because I've been stuck on the fact that, like, oh, they're all key blasts, you know what I mean? But this is a great idea for a GX Materia line, because then the Ghost takes the place of it. Very cool stuff. I'm definitely picking up this GOTENKS, no questions asked. We also do have a couple of re-releases. This Kid Goku is getting released. He was from the FES line, real old figure at this point. Also, the Resolution of Soldiers Grandista Gohan is also getting a re-release, which is super cool. This guy is the one where you can get a Super Saiyan 2 head that comes in the box and slap it on him instead of the Super Saiyan 1 head. I absolutely love this figure. This is one of my favorite figures I've done a review and an unboxing on a while ago. As well, the homie Kamehameha Goku from Legends is always getting a re-release, or is also getting re-released. I think he's gotten one before, if memory serves, but it's kind of funny that he is getting one now, you know, just because, like, I suppose there's, I guess there's no real rhyme or reason besides the fact that they want to re-release them and also money. But this guy's a pretty good figure. I could definitely understand why they're re-releasing him, even if you're, you know, not a fan of Dragon Ball Legends or you don't even know what Legends is. It's just a really good Super Saiyan Goku figure, and for a Kamehameha, it's a decently different pose. So I definitely am glad that they're re-releasing my boy. Let's move on, though. So we do have some more pictures for Bardock, and as well pre-orders for the boy. As you can see here, pre-orders have started for your figure. Reserve yours here. What side is this going to be on? Big Bad Toy Store, I assume? Yeah. How much is he on there? Oh, well, I mean, for SH figure, that's honestly not terrible. Let's see. Price is $55.99, not including tax, shipping, collector grade, blah, blah, and ships February 2021. Wow, this guy's a little bit away. Bandai just released pictures, price, and release date for the upcoming SH Figure Arts Bardock figure. Comes with interchangeable parts like Scouter and Ki Blast effect in his right hand, as seen when he's about to attack Frieza's army. Unfortunately, does not come with Super Saiyan head. Obviously, you know, that kind of makes sense because, you know, he's not Super Saiyan in the scene. Here are the different pictures. We've kind of looked at these before, but good to know that he is up for pre-order if you would like to go and cop the mans. Moving on, we do have a Pop Dragon Ball Z calendar with little pocket pops here. Well, Christmas is around the proverbial corner, so why not celebrate this year's holiday season with the Dragon Ball Z Funko Calendar Pop? I read that completely wrong, but it's fine. The Advent Calendar is offered for pre-order on most online retailers like Entertainment Earth. Not a bad price of $55. Oh, okay, well, I guess that's true. We'll have 24 Pocket Pops. If you're unaware what Pocket Pops are, I know you know what a pop figure is. Basically, Pocket Pops are just small pops that are minifigures, essentially. So they're just giving you different Dragon Ball Z ones in the Advent Calendar, which is pretty cool. It doesn't appear that this set will come with any new molds of figures. Initially, for those unaware, the sizing of Pocket Pop figures are usually around 2 inches in height. Other words, keychain size figures, so if that aspect bug you, that may not be for you. As mentioned, pre-orders open, so grab yours to get in time before December 2020. Very, very cool. If you're into this sort of thing, definitely get it. I would probably get it if it was like $20, considering it is just literally minifigures of different sculpts that we've had before. But, you know, for $55, I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, though. The homie Majin Rob, who runs the site, definitely does have a point. I mean, each one of these, I think, is like $5. So let's see, how many are there here? 6 times 4. So what? That's 24, 5 for each. I guess that's worth it. I don't know. I'm not good with math off the top of my head. Moving on. Another figure in the I never know how to pronounce this line. The Sophie B line. We've looked at these figures before. They are super expensive because they're actually huge. But they're kind of like this chibi style. Apparently, pre-orders just opened for them now. They will be released in December 2020, and we have a Frieza in his pod. Very, very interesting. We looked at, what was the one that we looked at before? We looked at one of these a while ago. They're so expensive because, again, they're actually, like, really, really big. Again, not really my thing. If you're into it, that's super cool, but, you know, definitely not something that's my style necessarily. Let me, pop this in here actually, just so you can get an idea. Yeah, we've taken there's Goblin Slayer one. We've taken a look at some of these before. I think we've even looked at the Mega Frieza, yes, Mecha Frieza. But yeah, they're basically minifigures that are giant. That's a good way to describe it, I guess. They're basically chibi figures. Alright, moving on from DBZ figures, of course, as usual, definitely go check out the link in the description below. Give the homies at DBZ Figures some love. Obviously, we would not have a series without them. Moving on to Baggy Saiyan here. We do have the History, or Rivals, I guess. I think it's called History of Rivals. This Ichiban Kuji line basically is mostly up on Amazon. You can go pre-order some of these figures if you would like to, as Baggy notices Yamcha is unfortunately sold out. It also is going to be noted that for an upcoming Wafer figure line, they are doing these guys. Obviously, we've had a couple of brand new Wafer figures even in the last video. But this is what they're going with this time. Vegeta with his arms crossed for Super Saiyan in blue, Dragon Fist, and the Android 17 that looks kind of cursed, I'm not going to lie. And then we also have, oh, I didn't even notice that. That's a really good point out. Not the biggest Vegito fan, Baggy, I know, bro. But having Goku and Vegeta on the pedestal makes the original sticker cool. I didn't even notice that. So Goku and Vegeta are like carved into the plastic, just like how they are in the original sticker that this is based off of. That's super sick. Alright, so here's the colored version of these guys. Nothing too exciting. Also, we're not going to look at that because we've kind of had our grievances with that. Little over 1 week to go now until the best Kuji starts in Japan. Hey, that's my boy. This is a great Ichiban Kuji set. You can also pre-order these guys up on Amazon right now. Unfortunately, you can't get the last prize Krillin and Gohan because those aren't coming overseas. But you can get everything else. I have actually already pre-ordered Master Roshi. I don't know if I'm going to get Goku and Vegeta, even though I do really like them. I already have a base form Goku and Vegeta anyway, so I don't really need them. I might get the Krillin though, but I'm kind of holding off to see if I could maybe get the last prize one to get Gohan as well. But definitely getting the Muten Roshi-sama. Estimated packaging for these guys, nothing too interesting here, but if you're interested in the numbers, there you go. Also, that's a pretty cool Warfare Month figure. Alright, apparently the August UDN the Burst 43 will release in September too. Interesting. We took a look at this set last time. I really want to get that Goku. December Premium HG, another Super Saiyan Edition English text images. So here we have the promo image. Look at Frieza! Oh my gosh, that is so funny. It makes it so much better that the face is so goofy with him coming in through the sky. Honestly, Trunks and Bulma don't look too bad. Bulma may be a little bit jank. For a minifigure though, Trunks looks pretty good. I love this like absolute like smug look that baby Trunks is given. That's pretty funny. But yeah, they always do nice promo images for the HG figure, so it's always cool to be able to see these. So funny with Frieza there in the background. But anyway, here we go. We have the close-up images of these ones. It looks like it is an interchangeable head for the Super Saiyan Trunks. Not bad, not bad. Again, the Vegeta, kind of stinky, but it's nice to see that we're still getting some figures of some characters we don't usually get figures of. You know, that being Mecha Frieza and Bulma, like I said before. He looks kind of goofy, but again, not bad. Exquisite model. Reproduce the inside of the cockpit. Nice. They definitely did a pretty good job with this one, actually, I would say, especially for a smaller scale figure. Okie dokie. Now out in Australia, yeah, this guy got delayed a little bit. I still have my man's on pre-order, so I am waiting ever so patiently to be able to get my hands on him. I cannot wait until he is in my arms once again, or well, once again, I guess, period. Wafer candy images for HD. Basically, we took a look at these last time. These look pretty good, I will say. Vegito looks kind of funny with his teeth there, but I'm really hoping to get this guy. Not the rare one necessarily, but I really do like the Angel Goku. It even has the halo and the wings. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Definitely like that. I like that. Oh, Kai is what he's noting there, I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. Even Kai has the wings and the halo. Obviously, it's kind of scaled down a little bit, but of course they have to do that for a figure. Another overseas DBS 2021 calendar. You'll see these occasionally in like malls and stuff. I think a couple of these renders are new. I don't think I've ever seen that Krillin smiling. I actually really like that. This Vegeta also looks new too. I think that Frieza and that Gohan might be old though. But yeah, some of these are definitely old, but these are all the different images on here. So if you're looking for a DBS calendar, this might be for you. Wait a minute, that's what's on my wall. That's definitely reused. That Goku Black, that's pretty funny. Now releasing in Europe. Is the boy. Yardrak Goku, CXC Goku, CXC Bardock, and GT also releasing for Europe too. Yeah, these guys. Man. Yeah, Yardjack Goku I'm also very excited to get my hands on as well. Jiren is now releasing for domestic US, meaning that he will be sold over here. Alright, so here's your November roundup for what is releasing in Japan, Asia, and US and Europe. Actual release dates obviously will vary, just convenient, I think that says, using the original dates. Interesting, no 2 of the 4 has the same release dates. So we looked at some of these guys last time. In Japan, the UI Goku, yes, the UI Goku anniversary figures are going to drop. The Kuji DBH Saga is also going to drop as well. The Wafer stickers, the Gashapon, and then talking about the Nero Gogeta, the Vegeta figure. In the US, we also have the Grandista Nero Super Saiyan Gogeta. Sorry, didn't want to mess it up there. Vegeta, 10th anniversary DBH for these two, because obviously not too much. The Chibi Masters line, and some stuff for Europe. Very, very interesting. Still very, very interesting. Alright, moving on. We took a look at these. I think these are the final images for these guys, though. Basically, supposedly, when you get them out of the box, this is what they should look like, so I'm glad that they didn't goof on them too much. Jiren also looks kind of funny in this form also, but I still think they did a pretty good job on them. These guys are releasing in Australia on the 4th, which means that they have already came out as well. Very, very cool. As well, Yardjack Goku. Legends collab unboxings. Yeah, these guys... kind of unfortunate, man. I really, really am sad to see the way that the WCF line has gone. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this line used to be a little bit better looking. And then... yeah, that's a bootleg, bro. I don't even believe you that that's real. New t-shirts over at the Emi site. Oh, yeah, these are pretty cool. So we have this chill out shirt with little kid Goku in the window. That's pretty cute. Eat you up boo shirt. This is also super cool design with the father-son Kamehameha. I like that a lot. Oh, this is Farmer Goku. Interesting. Bakana koto yate nede. I don't know what that actually translates to. That'd be interesting to see. Alright, releasing domestically for the US, the GOAT, and, alright. Still no height details for the 10th anniversary UI figures. Also, the production images didn't disclose what bases would look like, since I doubt these are going to be foot bases, yeah. So that'll be interesting to see. Fortunately, it doesn't look like the 2 dimensions Banpresto SMF, or SMF, oh my gosh. SMSP is releasing in Australia. Now US will have Yardjack Goku, and the CXC confirmed to releasing is good news, so hopefully we'll find that out in a couple of days. HQ picks of the last chain and the strongest chains. I'm messing up my words here today so much. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. These guys look great, though. I really, really like these guys. I believe we will see a picture of these guys in person in a little bit here, scrolling up through the Twitter, because obviously we're going through the details here. These are also the smaller prizes. Vegito looks very chonky, so does Goku here. Oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot. These are super, super cool as well, these different art pieces. Oh, I love the Roshi one, dude. That's so cool. I like how they also have, like, the, what would you call these? Like the storyboard or the sketch version of those? That is really cool. I wonder if you get both in the same thing. These are also clear files. Wow, I cannot believe we have some Dragon Ball stuff in here. That's so cool to see. Obviously, because the set has some Dragon Ball, it kind of makes sense, but... very, very cool to see nonetheless, because we never get any Dragon Ball merch. I don't even think a big girl has probably ever gotten a piece of merch in her life. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so this is also interesting. I don't know if we've had a chance to cover something like this on the channel before. Basically what these are is these are upcoming figures that are scheduled to release. Some of these we know, and some of these we don't know. We don't have pictures of them yet. They always release this schedule, and then we usually get pictures of them later. So baggy notes, a lot to unpack here, because the prize fair is at the end of the month, hence why we have January to March stuff listed, because they don't want to reveal what's coming out for the prize fair, which will be a huge video, by the way. Definitely keep an eye out for when that video drops on the channel, because there will be tons of figure news. Every year in Japan, towards the end of the year, they always have a prize fair with all of the upcoming prize figures that are going to be coming up, and they usually have them on display. It'll be interesting to see how they do it because of the current world events. But nonetheless, next Legends collab, Vegito. Battle of Saiyans WCF is DBS branded, so hopefully it means Universe 6, not Broly. Finally, more Frieza prize figures. So let's go through this here. Maximalic Goku 5, that'll be interesting. Obviously, we've also seen the Bardock before. Dragon Ball GT Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, that'll be interesting to see what that comes up to be. Ultimate Soldier's Son Goku. Now that's interesting. If you guys remember, the Ultimate Soldiers line was actually the line that gave us some of our first Dragon Ball Super Broly figures. It was the line that had the Super Saiyan Blue Goku with the blue shirt. It also had Vegeta, Fury Broly, and Gogeta. So that'll be interesting to see if they're going to do a GT variation of that. Shikashi art. This is also very exciting to see a GX Materia the Frieza, which is super cool because obviously this line has been great so far. It's been one of my favorite recent Dragon Ball figures lines. We've had the base form Goku Kamehameha. We've had the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Kamehameha. Now we have the Ghost and GOTENKS coming up as well. And now a Frieza variation. Very, very cool to see. Dragon Ball Z History Box Volume 1, that'll be interesting to see what that comes up to be. We have no idea at the moment. And Dragon Ball Super Son Goku FES. It'll be interesting to see if that's something new, or I believe that is actually probably what we looked at before with the re-releasing figures, because the FES line hasn't had anything new in a while. Released in March as well. We also saw that the WCF line will be getting that. Dragon Ball GT Superhuman Skills Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That'll be really interesting to see what that turns out to be. We also have the I don't know how to say this, box set line. Basically, it's like the line. We've taken a look at them before. They have the super big anime eyes, and they're like mega chibi, bro. They're supposed to be like cutie kind of figures. So another Bulma is not so bad, because I know we've gotten a couple in that line before. As well, a Dragon Ball Legends collab Vegito is going to be very, very exciting. The Dragon Ball Legends collab line has been a smash hit as far as I'm concerned. It's come out with a lot of great figures, some characters that we don't usually get as figures as well. You know, we got that base form Trunks that we usually don't get. Future Gohan, even though that one was kind of lackluster, to be honest. But some other great figures have come from the Legends line as well. So it'll be interesting to see what they choose for Vegito. I guess the options at the moment would either be yellow Vegito, red Vegito, purple Super Vegito, and Vegito Blue, I guess, would be all the options of what they're going to do. Since it doesn't say blue or Super Saiyan, I'm kind of assuming they're either going to do the red base one or they're going to do the base of the yellow one. So we'll have to see when we get images of that, but that'll be super cool to see. August Wafer, high quality pictures. Excuse me. These look absolutely fantastic. Obviously, a lot of BoJack movie stuff here. We've only seen these in a little bit more of a blurry format before, so it's cool to see them in HD. I love this Boo Saga moment right here. Look at Gohan, he's so cute. I love the way that the hair looks. Trash, get that out of there in the top right corner. SSVK looking cool. This is funny that these are the two driving ones. But yeah, Goku and Chi-Chi getting married. Piccolo and Goku learning how to drive. Very, very good stuff. I love the Gogeta versus Janemba as well. That launch one is also super, super cute. We do have some Super Saiyan 4 love here as well. I love when they do these as well. These like different style, or like, I don't even know what to call this style, but it looks really cool. And we also saw lower quality images of these two before, but still look really great. The other thing that's cool too about looking at these Wafer stickers is not only are they obviously nice little display pieces, or, you know, I mean, just cool stickers in general, it also has the potential of literally any of these being made into figures, since we now know that that line, you know, just kind of takes from these now. So that'll be pretty cool to see as well. Also, yeah, Vegito is spelled V-E-G-T-T-O, I believe is how it's spelled. Yeah, oh, Baggy has it right there. What am I tripping? Here are the Wafer pictures in person. These guys look actually pretty cool. I do like the look of this figure a lot. I think it fits really, really well in this style. Super Saiyan 3 Goku's hair and face kind of looks a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. The hair looks like they used the liquefy tool on it. Really, really weird on that one. Vegito don't look too bad, even though his face looks kind of funny. But actually, wow, Boo might actually be the highlight of this besides the Angel Goku, because he actually looks super good. And obviously, we don't get Boo figures too often either. This is the special one, by the way. Base Vegito, I think, almost looks kind of better. No cap. Very, very cool looking stuff. Some of the previous Battle of Saiyans WCF, so it doesn't necessarily mean Saiyan versus Saiyan fights, just fights involving Saiyans. Being DBS branded means it could basically be anything from the Battle of Gods arc to the Broly movie. Desperately hoping for Omen versus Kefla, since we haven't gotten a WCF of them yet. This was Baggy noting about when we just took a look at the list of upcoming figures with the Battle of Saiyans WCF line, that we're getting another round of that. Just kind of showing that what we've gotten for that in the past. Interesting that the Wafer sticker's packaging has full power Broly doing the mouth attack in full color, but the sticker actually doesn't. Maybe that's one of the secret rares with them, like how the last set had Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta firing confetti as the secret, while the normal one was just the Kamehameha. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Obviously, we don't know what the two mystery figures are, because we never know until it's actually released, and like you said on the, or saw on those pictures before, it literally just says question mark. So that is a very interesting thing to note there. I really like that confetti Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well. Alright, December prize figure images. This is the GTWCF line. Unfortunately, to be honest with you. Here's GOTENKS, though, from a bunch of different angles. I kind of didn't expect this figure to be this long. I'm really, really curious to see how they're going to handle the base for this one, because this is going to need a pretty big base to be able to support all this. From the front, it really doesn't look like it has that much length, but holy cow, my man is long, bro. We also have the Bardock and the Goku. Obviously, both of these will be on a stand, and there you can see them both together, so it looks a little bit more natural. We also do have some big PNG images of these guys. Again, this looks really, really good, actually. I'm pretty excited for these figures. I really, really like the sculpting on the pants, too. I kind of wish that they would keep this stand, because they never keep these prototype stands, but oh well. Because I really like the clear stands that they do for the prototype, but what are you going to do? Also, another long boy. Looks very different from the front-facing angle. Very interesting to see. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this GOTENKS. The mouth on GOTENKS' side as well. Here, let me go back to that. Where did that go? Like here? That looks fantastic, because it looks like it's sculpted in. Looks very, very cool. And then I think we have the final image of them together? No, I guess that's just up here. Yeah, so that'll be cool to see these guys in person as well when that happens. Alright, moving on. Moving on up. Here are more images of the Grandista Nero. Super Saiyan, UI Omen Goku. It's not bad, to be honest. I definitely think that it's probably the weakest in the Nero line, though, like we've already sort of established. Again, he's pretty good, but it's not anything too spectacular. Someone did also post the comparison. I actually need to get a picture of mine, because this is the original Japanese version, and it would be good to compare him to the overseas version, so I'm still working on it, Baggy. If you're watching this video, I'm sorry, bro. The figure's all the way in the back. I have to dig it out. But yeah, I mean, you can clearly see here that obviously they just kind of slapped the shirt on him and then just changed the hair color. I mean, that's sort of what the Nero line is about, just sort of making figures out of already existing molds, you know, just making different forms. But that is super blurry. I wish there was more HD images of this. I'm sure we'll get them eventually, but I would like to see what they're doing with the hair there, because again, to me, it still just looks like black, which is obviously not Omen. I know this is a Dragon Ball channel, but man, I just wanted to note, this Deku figure looks amazing, bro. That's all I'm going to say about it. We got the manga version and the regular version, but holy cow, this is a great figure. All the detail in the different little spots, woo, baby. Anyway, moving on from all of that, we already took a look at the re-releases, but we did not see this one, actually. They're going to be releasing the historical characters line again, which is super cool. These are figures that obviously reference a bunch of different major moments in the particular arcs that they come from. Not to mention, I believe these figures are also what is on the side of the Dragon Ball manga, and if you put all of the manga spines together, you get one big long picture, and it has all these guys kind of running along the side. So very, very cool to see these again. Sometimes we get some characters that we don't always get. Kid Buu, Majin Buu, Hercule. I do like that Vegito a lot, though, even though obviously we have quite a few of him. Even this base sword and Trunks is actually pretty cool. You could make a super cool display with that as well. Alright, oh, here we go. Here's a big image of them. Yeah, that's what they look like together. Again, based on Toyotaro's drawing. Also a Only West release for the Kid Goku. We have some higher quality images for this guy. We've kind of already seen what we got to look at here, though. Also noting about the GT Goku, GT WCF Volume 1, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Volume 4. The latter seems to be Nakazawa's work. Ah, man. I kind of prefer the first one, I'm not going to lie. I kind of prefer the first one. I like the look of the straightened face. Looks pretty good. Oh yeah, so here's the full historical figures line. The historical characters WCF re-release has been pushed back, probably since we got the final GT scheduled for December, when the new WCF is March, so it looks like the rest will release in January and February, if I had to guess. So yeah, this is the entire line right here. I'm actually pretty excited for this line. If I had all of the manga, I would probably get this, because this would be super cool to be able to get the figures, and then sort of having them like pop out of the side of the manga. I think that would be super cool. Kind of funny as well. Obviously, all of these make sense because, you know, we got Dragon Ball up here. Some great Dragon Ball figures in these, by the way. I love the Krillin. He's so funny looking. But we also have Oob and End of Z Goku, which is so funny that those are just kind of lumped in with the Super. I guess they don't really know where else to put those, but very, very interesting. Because we don't have the usual initial production images for these, we don't know what the bases will look like. Is Gotenks are going to have a big base so the Ghost will attach, or will Gotenks have a foot base and the Ghost has its own separate base? We'll have to see. Genki Dhamma re-release packaging. Looks like this will be branded under the Bam Presto Special Selection. I will refer to all re-releases as BSS for now. Interesting that there's no Japanese writing on the front. Yeah, this is completely English. Interesting. This guy's not a bad figure either. Funny enough, I remember seeing this guy in stores when he was actually out on his initial release. And parcel from Japan has arrived. Wow, look at all the stuff that Baggy got. Very, very cool. With the Homie Jir and a bunch of other stuff in there. Talking about some of his collection. Let's see. Here we go. Grandista UI Goku Japanese version versus the Nero UI Omen differences. Blue shirt, black hair, darker pants, different colored boots, and the skin color is slightly different, just to give you some more details. I know, I literally responded to this. You might even see my reply if we click on it. We'll do a comparison. Yeah, no, that was so long ago. I'm sorry, Becky. I'm busy, bro. But yeah, this is the overseas version, so I'll have to see if I can get him a picture for that. But anyway, yeah, so again, we'll have to see what they do for the hair, because unfortunately, oh, actually, well, this is a decent quality picture. It kind of just looks shiny. Like, the eyes look good, but it kind of just looks like a shiny version of the hair, which is not how the UI is supposed to look, so kind of disappointing on the hair, to be honest. High quality shot of the UI boot. I feel like the boots are often neglected when talking about figures. Wow, that actually is a pretty good boot, though. I like that a lot. Lots of detail in there. Let's see, this just got re-released in Japan. The Nakazawa Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I've actually unboxed this figure on the channel a while ago. Pretty good. Definitely a very nice figure. Didn't realize that the gi is actually different color between them. Oh yeah, I guess there's a little bit of the hair between them of difference. Interesting. Oh yeah, here's all those Deku colors if you're interested in that. Very good stuff. Man, such a good figure. Strong chains, Ichiban Kuchi packaging. Looking very nice. I love the clean aesthetic of this packaging. Vegeta looks so out of place there. That's pretty funny. These look really good though. I like those. I assume since the sketches aren't shown there, the sketches are probably also... Yeah, they're literally in there. It shows right there on the prize figure. Cool. I would like to get some of those maybe. Legends Rising Fighters Overseas Ichiban Show out now for Hong Kong. These guys are actually pretty good figures. Oh, Gogeta's face looks a little bit rough though. I don't think I've actually seen maybe the final product of that. No, not the box, bro. Yikes. Well, I guess it's because his face doesn't look too bad. Again, it's the problem of Bandai always likes to put way too much dark in the mouth, which makes the figure look kind of bootleg. You know, just stinky Bandai being Bandai. Okay, so these guys are releasing overseas. Good to know. Oh, even cooler green yard rat Goku costume. Also used some minifigure colored sample. Interesting. Come to getting 2 and repainting 1 green. Oh, so in reference to this original figure that's super old. That's pretty cool, actually. Looks like Europe is only getting the Kid Goku 2, not the Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well, because for the BSS Super Saiyan 4 FES re-release for Europe, also got black from the original volume, so it doesn't seem to be the case here. Interesting. This is a really good figure too. I have this guy on my shelf. He's one of the first Dragon Ball figures that I got, actually. Original production images for these guys. You can kind of see how they work on the stands there. Some of these look like they'd be super... Okay, that's just so stupid. Some of these look like they'd be kind of unstable, though. Like, Trunks looks like he'd be a little bit back heavy. Oh, wait. Do we have actual pictures of them? Hold on. These were originally shown off at the 44th and 45th prize fair in 2016. As you can see, the coloring change in the 45th one, which is what the finals look like. Hopefully the re-releases are closer to the 44th prize fair ones. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Huh. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's old. I wouldn't have ever been able to find that picture. All right, December BSS Roundup overseas. Goku, Kid Goku coming out in US and Europe. Grandista Gohan coming out in US, Europe, and Asia. Same thing for the Legends Goku, and all of these guys only Asia confirmed so far. Moving on, here is the re-release of the Genki Dhamma Goku. Yeah, I already noted here, why does the paint on the eyes look so cheap? For some reason, it just looks like not that good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I just don't think that the paint looks that good on it. Not terrible, though. And, oh my gosh, bro. Here are some of the final images of the Strong Chains figures. Oh, we're going to see some more images of Mutenro-sama, but man, that figure looks fantastic. Here is also the last prize Krillin and Gohan. I do see one unfortunate thing that this person points out. No, bro. My man's got a little bit of a line in his head where I'm sure that the figure puts together. That is super unfortunate to see, but still not bad. Fusion Memorial art and Goku hugging Grandpa Gohan. These are just clear images of these. I really like this sketchy style. I do have a couple of pieces of art like that from different Fujis in the past. That is so cute, though. Man. Rasuden 2 Chapter 2 feature battle out now for Asia. Here's what the packaging looks like. The Goku Black is actually super sick. I would probably get that figure if it wasn't close to the Legends Goku Black that we have already. By the way, here is a size comparison between the Kuji Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black and this Goku Black. Very small base, though. I like that. Definitely not necessary. Like, you don't need to make it that big, because this balances it just fine. Oh, by the way, in the back there, that's one of those Pocket or whatever figures. You can see, like, super chibi and super big eyes back there. Now that I'm seeing the re-release of the prize figures, which re-releases... oh, okay, so he's just saying that the wording was confusing on that. Oh, yeah, there's the homie Vegito, by the way. Oh, yeah, so here's some final pics of the man. He looks pretty good, though. Honestly, if you like Goku Black, I would definitely recommend picking up that figure. Baggy also noting about the funny thing there. And also, of course, you know, him being a simp for Super Saiyan God Goku. This was also something interesting. So I did not expect them to do this. This is kind of, sort of, I guess, kind of following the World Tournament stage, even though that was obviously for the Dragon Stars line. December DB Item Collection, Volume 1. These are actually pretty cool, and they're only confirmed release in Japan and the UK at the moment, but obviously these reference different Dragon Ball items and locations, which is pretty cool. Of course, the 4-star Dragon Ball that Kid Goku had, the Dragon Radar, the ship that they took to Namek, or well, I guess they got off of Namek with, and also the ship that they took to Namek, Kame House, and Hercule/Boo's house. Very cool. It's always interesting to me that we never get merch of stuff like this, because I feel like this kind of stuff would sell, especially for people who have a lot of figures and would want to make some kind of display with this sort of stuff. So it is cool to see that we're going to be getting these. I assume that these will be pretty small. It's hard to see what the numbers actually say since these are a little bit low quality scans, but only time will tell, bro. Only time will tell. Alright, US folks, oh, back in stock. I might have to pick the boy up, because that Yamcha's pretty sick, bro. So funny that in the whole video, we went from him being out of stock to being back into stock. Grandista Nero, but more surprisingly, the reprints seem to be doing better overseas pre-sales than the new December figures. Kind of makes sense because obviously this is stuff that people have been looking forward to and maybe they haven't been able to get it before. More pictures of the Muten Rosh-sama. This is what I was talking about, bro. Look at this sculpting. Oh, ma! Very, very nice. I love the way that they did the beard. Everything looks pretty good. Not a fan of that yellow in there, though, but maybe I just won't use the screaming head then. Roshi looks pretty good. You know, we always expect Bandai figures to kind of look when we get them compared to the original images. But I'd say they still did a pretty good job on this guy. Man, ooh, very, very good stuff. Moving on, we do have some more pictures of Tournament of Power promo art that doesn't get used very often. I don't know why, because these are all really cool images. I really like that one as well. That could be definitely a sick goal. Oh my gosh! Yo, my man is dummy thick. Holy cow. Yeah, it's interesting that Dragon Ball seems to use a lot of the same promo art pretty frequently, even though they have a bunch of different variations of it, as we can see here. This almost literally looks like a Dokkan asset from LR and Caulifla. But interesting nonetheless. Interesting to see that type of stuff. Let's see. Oh, what is this? I guess. Oh, okay. So, great job by Fenyo. Oh, Fenyo did this art. Okay, he does a lot of the art for Dokkan. Is there an international DVD artwork book? There you go. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, some of these renders are definitely used on other stuff. We saw that Goku on the calendar earlier. I know I recognize that Frieza. And I think I've seen a couple of these other ones. Vegeta looks so weird here. I don't know why they did... why did they combine those two forms? I don't know. That's a little bit of a weird choice. We have higher quality images of these guys. We won't take too much time on it because obviously we've kind of seen it already. This is sculpted by Bardock, though, which is very good to know. Let's see. So with the next 800 yen Kuji confirmed to be in progress of planning with a reference to the character after Yamcha and Krillin, surely it will be Tien. Last prize could be a different pose and color with Chaozu. That would be actually super, super awesome if we're able to get a very nice Tien figure. Alright, look at this, bro. Stationery and bags coming. These are pretty funny. I like that Vegeta, this actually I will say, the art on this looks fantastic. I might actually pick up the string bag because it looks really, really good. This is I forget what, like, Dragon Ball game uses this art style, but there was also, like, a remake of the Goku and Vegeta fight that used this, or Goku and Frieza fight that used this sort of art style as well. So it's really cool to be able to see them bringing it back, and obviously these are a bunch of great moments from the Cell Saga, Frieza Saga, stuff like that. I don't think it looks as good on this notebook. It looks okay. Maybe it's just because, you know, they have the tinted window that kind of makes it look a little bit, like, darker. But I think it's so funny that, like, they just gave it a little bit of shadow. I wonder if it actually, like, pops out on the bag like it's kind of raised. By the way, that is awfully similar to the Tech Vegeta in Dokkan. I'm just saying, bro. Thanks to the boy, we have original production images for GOTENKS and see what the base will look like, and they're going to be on the same base. Yatta! Let's go, bro. That's very exciting to see, because obviously we would want them to be on the same base and not be two different pieces. These are also Goku and Bardock bases, by the way. Very, very interesting to see. I kind of wonder if these guys will eventually get one base, because obviously they look like they have two at the moment. If you guys remember the Tag Fighters, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, and Vegeta, they actually have one base that you can, well, they have a hole on their own base where you can put both of them on it. Item Collection Volume 1 product images. These actually look pretty good. Depending on the size of these, I might pick these up. I'm kind of assuming that they're going to be, like, super tiny. If they're, like, super, super small, like the size of UDMs, then maybe not, but still very cool stuff nonetheless. Trunks final image, definitely a pretty good looking Trunks figure. Again, it's just sort of a basic Trunks figure, but definitely not a bad looking one by any means. The re-release of Goku is doing well, so that makes me happy. Reminder that this is the West only, and as well US especially seems to be doing great, which is good, because we never get any Kid Goku figures. Alright, we already took a look at all of this stuff. We saw the bases. oh, 8 minutes ago. Wow, fresh news, bro. It seems that the May 2018 last prize UI Omen Goku is randomly releasing for Europe with an overseas box too. This is an interesting because this was never re-released originally, and there isn't much information beyond this listing. Interesting. Yeah, this guy was a huge deal when he first came out because he was one of the first UI Omen figures, even though, funny enough, he's not really that good in my opinion, but he's definitely an important figure in Dragon Ball history. Alright, that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was like a 50-minute long news video, but there was a lot of Dragon Ball news in terms of figures to cover today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I always talk about, I do always talk about Dragon Ball figures, but I always enjoy talking about Dragon Ball figures, so it's always great to be able to talk about it with you guys and see your thoughts in the comments and stuff. I know you guys, some of you also like these really long news videos, which I think is kind of interesting, so here's a 50-minute for you. There you go. I hope you enjoy it. But anyway, definitely let you know what your I'm still tripping over my words, and we're at the end of the video. How is this possible? Let me know what was your favorite figure in the comments section below. Out of everything that we looked at today, bro, I don't know. I think I'm probably most excited for GOTENKS and the Toyotaro, Bardock, and Goku, if I had to pick. But I will say it's very nice to see that Roshi turned out pretty well, and I'm so excited to get that, man. Anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Dokkan Assets out. Peace.